tired of fighting alone. I see the weight you carry unknown. But even in darkness, you're never on your own. I'll walk beside you, I'll carry you home.
I've messed up more than I've had good. My past relationships were a sprinkling of everything, men and women.
Hey family, welcome to 2026. I am your host, Cut Nice 50, and welcome to Real Talk with your boy, Cut Nice 50. You're new to the channel, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. As y'all can already see, I got on my shirt, this amazing shirt right here. I love it. Still, working out if I'm gonna get swag or not. I'm that type of Christian that I know I need Jesus. So I don't know about you, what you proclaim, but I am a Jesus believer, a Jesus follower. I don't necessarily call myself a Christian because I do have an open mind and I don't try to judge people for their own personal beliefs or decisions. Only thing I do is pray for them and I wish them the best. But with that being said, man, we got an amazing video right here. And it's shocking news because I remember seeing a video with Donnie McClurkin going public saying that he was molested, that he was had those desires of homosexuality. And this was just last year and recently, and now heading into 2026, I got this article right here that is claiming that he raped and sexually assaulted a young gentleman. So we're going to get into it, man. I'm going to play a little clip and then we're going to go ahead right after this introduction right here. So we appreciate y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Hey, you're looking for any spiritual healing, something just to help you stay balanced heading into 2026. It's been hard going into 2025, but I believe in a revamp. I believe in finding balance, finding understanding and clarity. Just the state of the world, man. We hear all kind of things going on. So I do have my revised copy of Fame, the Gift, and the Curse with TBN that's launching 2/29/26. So y'all can go ahead and grab your original copies today at keepingthefaithbooks.com. Like I say, you struggling with loss, depression, anything else, hold on. It's going to keep you grounded heading into 2026. And then if you, like myself in the past, you had hatred in your heart, you didn't like other people just because of how they actually treated you, racism, discrimination, placism, it doesn't matter what it is. That's why I ended up writing this book, Unity Through Diversity. And that'll help you get a little bit of understanding, knowing that we can't judge them for the actions that they actually do to us. We're supposed to forgive them just like Jesus said, but we can also understand why. Generally, myself, I believe it's out of fear, it's out of not knowing and what things that you don't heard, or you've been just programmed from birth, from your family, from other situations. And this book will help actually give you a little bit of insight on that and the workings of other people when they do treat you like that, when they do show hatred towards other people, when they're not actually great human beings. And that's it. There's good and bad people in the world. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this article. All right, now this article right here is alleged victim. I can't even pronounce his name. Speedo Carlito. Seems like he's a Hispanic individual, a Spanish background. And this article is from the Neighborhood Talk. The reporter name is the Real Meche. I'm gonna put her tag information. Y'all see all this right here next to this picture. And I found this on Instagram right here, and it was that, oh my God, man claims Grammy Award winner Gospel Artist Donnie McClurkin allegedly raped and sexually assaulted him for years while he worked as his assistant. Also alleged McClurkin emailed him apologizing. I am the actual epitome of a desperate, dirty old man. Now, like I said, before, these are just allegations, but I do like Donnie McClurkin. And when I seen him, sorry about that. I've been having this cough for a while, but it seems like I started cutting on my Wi-Fi and seemed like it started clearing up. I don't know if it's a connection or not, but I am on my fast. I started fasting on the 1st at sunset. So this is day maybe 5 or 6 or whatever. It be 6 at sunset. But this man is, like I said before, I seen his article. He came out, was like, hey, he was actually sexually assaulted, molested, and for years he had those desires or urges of whatever in the spirit. I believe it's demonic spirit. And it could have been anything from what they call it, soul ties, especially if it was raped and molested, a demonic soul tie that he just never got rid of it. Even though you're holy and you're spiritual and you proclaim to be a Christian, I don't think he actually prayed those sins away or did what he necessarily had to, because maybe just like this, he was living in sin, like he said, for years. So you can't get rid of a demonic spirit if you still participating in those activities or you didn't repent from those activities. I mean, he clearly said it last year. If I can find that, I added in this video right here so y'all can see his speech when he proclaimed that he was actually living in homosexual sin for years. But then he actually um, turned over a new leaf, accepted Jesus, and he's working to be a better man. I don't know if he has any children or not, but he is a great gospel singer, a great person on the outer appearance. But if these allegations is cruel, it was just maybe a demonic entity inside of him that he couldn't control those urges, and that demonic spirit is powerful. So I can't judge it for him. But these things coming to the light, nothing that's done in the dark will stay in the dark. It will always come to the light. So maybe this is his retributions, or he will still continually. Normally, God will give you a warning, he'll let you know, hey, you need to turn these things around. And he came out publicly, but now we're here. So we see this 2026, just like what 2024 going to 2025. Cat Williams said it himself. A lot of things is going to come to a light, and we've seen it all year long, and this year will be no different. But let's go ahead into this article right here, man. I'm going to put it right here so y'all can read along with me. Neighborhood talk. Neighbors, this tea is hot. Grammy Award winning gospel artist and pastor Donnie McClurkin is being accused of raping and sexually assaulting a man who worked as his assistant and often sought counsel from him. Giuseppe Carlito spoke exclusively with NBC News to detail the alleged sexual assault and why he chose to file a lawsuit against the famed pastor. Now, personally, before I go ahead and continue, I don't see why nobody won't go to the police immediately if they think that they are raped. I just don't understand that. So it was probably something a little bit more. I get the grooming. I don't know this age. So I'm going to see if I can find an article or the report itself. Now I put it right here so y'all can see it. Or to split the video, I might pause it for a second and actually go on that, and then we'll continue. In 2003, Carlito first met McClurkin when he decided to attend his church after reading his autobiography about overcoming the curse of homosexuality, when Carlito says he had been struggling with as well. After the event, he met McClurkin and they instantly clicked. Carlito originally believed it would be a mentor type relationship, but how he realized he was being groomed. And just like what we see, I work with Tyler Perry and his accusations, more people coming forward. But these are grown individuals who say they end up having sexual intercourse, and he threatened to fire them from their job. I don't believe in that. I know it's all allegedly and stuff like that, but as a grown man, you have the choice to make. You can't persuade me, hey, you're going to fire me if I don't sleep. Well, you can go ahead and fire me. But that's just my own personal decisions and belief. I'm not going to sacrifice myself or my body for money, fame, or just an opportunity to stay on your show. If it's for you, it's for you. No matter the pressure, no matter the things that you want to do or accomplish, you can do it another way. It's plenty of artists out there. There's plenty of other movie directors. You already on the show. You have a contract. You have a union, especially SAG union. And if you report these allegations, yes, you might end up getting put off the show, but now you got to pay you out. It's going to be a payout clause. So, yeah, we like to think that these people have that much power. Yes, it's his network, it's his show, but now he's going to have to pay you millions of dollars, which you probably wouldn't have got by being on the show. So we have to think about those things. And this is one of the main reasons that I stopped acting in 2025 and mainly 2024. I only did 2 movies, and it was on the indie level with my director Charles Steeds. We got 2 movies, One Big Snake and Southern Nightmare. I think they changed the name of it, coming out this year right here. But those are on a different level. When I stopped working, I used to get more. I done turned down over 80 roles, movies, TV shows, commercials. because I'm not going to sacrifice my morals for anything. I'm sorry about that, but they generally deal with homosexuality, or you're around something that I have young kids. I can't be around it if I don't approve of it. I don't judge people for whatever their own personal decisions and beliefs about their own life, but I personally can't do it. And that's why I turned down majority of these roles. And my spirit was in something else. I wanted to finish my books. I wanted to get ready for my book tour in 2026. And God was calling me to do something else. So I went away from it because I don't seek fame. I see uplifting the kingdom and building on what God has called us to do. But with that being said, let's go ahead into this next part. Colito started working as his assistant, claims the molestation started doing pray the gay away spiritual section. That's horrible. If it did, he claims McClurkin would grope him, and the actions eventually escalated to rape over time. When confronted, McClurkin allegedly claimed he was on medication and did not remember. Did y'all hear what I just said? Carlitos started working as his assistant and claims the molestation started during the pray the gay away spiritual sections. He claims McClurkin would grope him, and the actions eventually escalated to rape over time. When confronted, I don't know, it's about a reporter, NBC News, whoever, but when confronted, McClurkin allegedly claimed he was on medication and did not remember. That possibly could be true, but if it is, he just admitted that he did those things to this guy. And I don't know his age at the time, but Carlito alleges McClurkin assaulted him at church, guilted him into staying, and later emailed an apology after alleged 2013 rape and email. Carlito says he only recently found. Now, I don't know anything about that. Email you just recently found, that's doesn't feel right in my perception. It could be true, but it's easily find a digital footprint if he did send it from his material. So, I was a private investigator. I worked for GBI, Georgia Bureau of Investigations, law enforcement, over 25 years. That's easy to find out if it's an actual legitimate email, and when it was sent, the timestamps and everything else, and if he never opened it. So all that is easily found. So he could either be lying that he just recently found it, or it was actually sent and he just overlooked it because of what he was dealing with in that time period. I am actually at my a Peter, a pedophile. I don't know what that is. EPITOME of a desperate, dirty old man. He allegedly wrote in the message, according to the lawsuit, pawning and groping a young man who is just looking for a friendship and close platonic relationship with someone he wants looks to for help, guidance, and spirituality. I know I apologize for my wrong attitude from Wednesday, but I want to apologize for all of my behavior that has been wrong and put you in a wrong place. McClurkin allegedly wrote, I have no one and I feel it more than ever, but I was horribly wrong trying to force you into something that you were consistently saying no to. I am too old to be like this. Like I said, and this is McClurkin is denying any wrongdoing via the statement from his lawyers. Polito, through though hopes he finally receives justice after years of turmoil. And I guess you got the questions out there. They don't say how many years it is, but they do say that his apology letter was in 2013. What it is now, 2026. So this is still 10 years ago or whatever else. And did he meet him in 2003? So he met him in 2003. It's 2026 now. So 23 years. But that now it's getting reported 23 years later. Like I say, I get it. Maybe he was young, but in this picture right here, he doesn't look that young. He looks like he's in mid 30s or 40s, myself, but I have to find his age and I'll put up there. But the letter and the apology letter was 2013. So either say 10 years and then you get the apology letter. If he did write an apology letter, that means the medication, he remembers it. So that's a contradiction right there. If his attorney is on point of it and they prove the letter is authentic or the email is authentic, he's saying he didn't remember, allegedly, and now he's saying that he apologized for doing all of those things. He's a dirty old man. And last year, it just doesn't look good for Donnie McClurkin right here. Because last year he did come out and saying that he was suffering from homosexuality and sin and everything else. But with that being said, man, what y'all think about this, man? I'm gonna go ahead and try to put the rest of the stuff in here. We're gonna pray for Donnie McClurkin. We're gonna pray for these alleged victims, and probably we all know when one comes out, many more is gonna come out sooner or later. So we're gonna keep our eye on this, and we'll keep y'all updated on this. Welcome to 2026. Like I said, we appreciate y'all from just joining us on the channel, man, helping us grow, helping us do more content like this. Hopefully I see y'all on my book tour in 2026. Y'all stay blessed, stay safe, stay inspired. It's your boy Cat Nice 50. Don't forget to check out these books right here, keepingthefaithbooks.com. Let's go.
From the pulpit. But the young people need to know